test harness. It was built 100% within utilizing Matlab's App Designer. We found App Designer to be very easy to use, quick, also for rapid prototyping. And what I'm going to do now is I'll start up and I'll process Major League Baseball World Series Game 5. This is a 3-hour recording, so you're over 9,000 seconds of material sampled at 48,000 times a second. It's doing multiple passes of FFTs. It just finished. That took 12 seconds to process. I was trying to finish up, but I couldn't in the time allotted here. That there are 2 passes of going through a windowed FFT, generating MFCCs, 5 or 6 different midterms processed, and going through the content detection. That was done in, it looked like about 12 seconds.
Okay. So as I said, watching something in batch is not exciting, but it was only 12 seconds. This is our timestamp visualization tool. This was also written in Matlab App Designer, okay, 100%. We needed a way, when we were testing, to visually see our results. You can look at data, and that will tell you a tremendous amount. But sometimes it's really fast to just use the human eye to look at it. So this is that Major League Baseball World Series. And it looks like a little over 10,000 seconds. Now what you're seeing is the yellow, that's our processed audio. It is no longer audio at this point, it's just data. Okay, but we use it to display because we're pulling out certain features within that. The brown that you will see up on the top and on the bottom, that's our 500 hours of manual ad and program identification. That's our training data set. That's what we compare against. The blue is our detected. If we're correct, they match. In this case, it does. Now, along the bottom indicates a program. When you see a skyscraper go up, that's an ad break. Pretty simplistic, but it's all we needed for this. This is ad break number 6. There are 12 ad breaks. And you can zoom in and you can see we can even detect individual ads with this. This is not about ad skipping, okay? And when we first started this, we were thinking this would be really cool for ad skipping, but it's not real popular in the industry. It was popular with us, but so that's what we focused on, video on demand, and there's a couple of other markets we also use this for. So that's at the 5-minute view. You get 5 minutes on each side of that ad break. This is now at 5 seconds. And you will see on the top left the yellow signal. That is the game segment coming to an end. And you can see where the blue comes up on the left. We detect, this is what audio gives us that video did not. 1, it's faster, but 2, at 48,000 frames a second, we get a much higher degree of accuracy than we would with video at 30 frames a second. Okay? We get our accuracy to 4 milliseconds right now, which is higher than the industry needs, but I would rather give them more than less. Going across the middle there with the blue is a null segment. This happens many times within programming an ad segment. You get a moment of silence. Surprisingly, we've seen these as long as 5 seconds. They usually average between a half a second and 1 second. We've seen them as low as 10 milliseconds, which is one of the reasons that drove us to 4 milliseconds of resolution. And then the ad break, on the right side, it shoots up, and the ad break begins. The cool thing, though, it's 100% App Designer, and I'll show you a demo of it. Audio is synced. You can see it playing with a bar moving. I didn't realize App Designer could do this till I tried it.
I'm now going to load in that same Major League Baseball World Series Game 5 that we have been looking at. There it is. We will load that. Takes about 1 second, maybe 2 to load. I'll go directly into ad break number 6. I will zoom in to the 5 minutes on each side, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, and 15 seconds. You can see how responsive App Designer is. It's virtually instantaneous when we're moving around in these large data sets. All right, I am going to put 10 seconds of pre and post roll on. When I hit play, we'll listen to the baseball segment wrap up, and we'll hear the ad break begin. And as it is playing, you will see a sequence of green vertical bars coming across the screen. That is showing your synchronization of where the audio is playing. By the way, I think it's a Geico commercial, if I remember.
Problem is, he gave up 3 in the first, and he's matched up against Clayton Kershaw. Bottom of the third, 3-0 LA.
Look at this, a Silicon Valley server farm. The vault of man's greatest wonders. Selfies, cat videos, and winking emojis. Speaking of tech wonders, with the Geico app, you can get...
Okay, it was Geico, I was right. And as you could hear and visually see, we did correctly identify where the program segment ended and the ad segment began playing.
Okay.